My name is Danielle, and I spent the last 3.5 years of my life converting this school bus into my adventure dream house. This is the bus tour. Let's get into it. So, first of all, her name is French Fry, and she is a 2007 Chevrolet Express school bus. She has a 6.6 liter Duramax diesel engine, and it took me 3 months to find this bus because I was searching for diesel, and in my area there's mostly gas buses, but I chose diesel because it is known to last longer and be more reliable, and I'm trying to take her as far as she will let me. So yeah, so far so good on the engine. Here I have my shore power inlet. That's crazy. Here I have my shore power inlet. So I added this just in case I ever go to a campsite and I need electricity. So far I haven't really needed to use it because I don't like to pay for campsites, and I have all the energy that I could need, but it's there if I need it. Here I have my water inlet for my 55-gallon water tank on the inside, and on this side I have a little vent fan to vent out any smells that might occur in the bathroom area, and not too much on the exterior tape and how it looks, because although it did take me 3.5 years to build this bus, when I was getting ready for the road I wrapped everything up really quick and I put like the cabinets and staining at the top of my priority list. Not at the top of my priority list was fixing the exterior. It will get done, but not yet, so please bear with me. Okay, so back here is my garage area. It's a mess because it is a garage, but this is where I keep all my tools and pretty much all the supplies for my build, so that if anything breaks I have all the equipment that I need to fix it. Back here I also keep my off-season clothes in a little Tupperware. And so on this side is my 55-gallon water tank. It is currently empty because where I am it's still hovering like right around freezing, so I don't want any bursted pipes or anything like that, so she's empty. And then on the other side is my electrical area, so it has all the electrical things in my system. So I have a 200 amp hour battery, which is good and it gets the job done, but I do still have to be mindful of my energy consumption, so I have left room for another battery, but those are pretty penny, so we're waiting for that. I also have my fuse boxes, breaker boxes, charge controller. I have a 3000 watt inverter charger back there, and all of that stuff is accessible from the inside as well. On my roof I have 600 watts of solar, and that works well to charge my batteries. If it's full sun, the batteries get charged within a couple hours. And even though I don't have a roof deck, my bus's roof is pretty flat, so I get to just chill and hang out up here. Okay, welcome inside. So this is my cab area. I decided pretty much to keep everything the same, sort of for like time purposes, my conversion. And also it's nice to like just have a little piece of the original school bus, because sometimes when I'm back there, like I actually forget that I'm in a school bus. So it's nice to look up here and be like, okay, there's a steering wheel, we could go places, you know. So yeah, I have right here is my backup camera, and I can see behind me. That's how a backup camera works, girl. I kept the AC that came with the school bus, so these are just the controls for that. I have a little USB charger port up here also, and pretty much on top I have storage up here and storage up here. I also have a coat rack, so this is where I keep all my coats, my bags, my towels, and it makes it feel really like homey and lived in the second you walk in. Up here I have my trash can. That's where I put all my trash. It's very small, but you don't want a big trash can when you're living in a bus because trash gets smelly real quick. Also, I have my shoes up here. I did not build a place for my shoes. I probably should have done that. That's probably the one thing I didn't build, but yeah, so my shoes, this is their home, and they also, some of them also live behind the driver's seat because there's a little space back there too. I think that's pretty much it. This is for my bus's AC unit. Please don't mind the landlord special. Up top, I just have more storage. Honestly, I think I have more storage than I need. Kind of just use it for junk and stuff right now. And there's quite a bit of storage in there too. Honestly, I stained very quickly just so everything could be uniform, but the white is kind of just lacking character. So I think I want to get more vinyls up here to like decorate. So this is my kitchen countertop area. Initially, when I was planning my bus build, I wanted a long, like 8-foot long countertop area with my cooktop, my sink, and the extra countertop space all in one. Unfortunately for me, I have my bus's AC unit right here, so I couldn't put my bathroom on this side. So I had to split the counter in two. So this is just a countertop. Truly, I don't really use it for like cutting and stuff and cooking. I really kind of do that on the other side. So this, it's just an extra countertop. It's just extra countertop space if I need it. Kind of, I just put things here to rest when I'm parked. So underneath, this is where I have my fridge. I have a 12-volt compressor fridge from Alpicool. I didn't get a 120-volt fridge because I didn't want to have to run my inverter charger all the time. And this is 55 liters. It's a big enough size for me and it works very well. Honestly, a little bit too well at some points because it gets colder than it should. It's a fridge and a freezer, and for me as one person, it's more than enough space. Over here is my mirror. Got a little outlet over here for cooking stuff. And I think that's it for this countertop area. Over here I also have storage, so this is just a junk drawer. Not too much in there. And here we have food storage, so I'm a little hungry right now if you can't tell. And here more food storage. And underneath here is kind of where I keep all the tools that I might need on hand right now. Okay, so this is my kitchen area. Here I have my 2-burner induction cooktop. I went with an induction cooktop because I didn't really want a lot of gas in here, which is funny because I ended up needing to get a propane tank anyway for a water heater. So, but the induction cooktop works well. It's supposed to be more efficient at like cooking things faster. So it's been doing well for me. The only issue is, of course, that it draws a lot of power. So I try to cook when the sun is out or when my batteries are fully charged. Over here I have my sink. Nothing too special about her, just a regular sink. And I keep kind of my soaps and all of that around here. And I am really trying to like decorate. I think I said this earlier, but I have all my walls are white. I need like art and I need decoration. So I made this little thing a couple days ago. This is where I am now, and I took pieces of little things that I found on the floor and made a little art project out of it, and I have my first decoration here. Up here, I just have more kitchen storage, so this is where I kind of store my spices, flour, sugar, bowls, plates. I have a smoothie maker up here, oil, pancake mix, cups, all of that stuff. So that's up there. Down here I have my kitchen storage. So I have utensils and stuff in here, Tupperware, and like other kitchen items in here. And then down here I have pots and pans and cutting board. In here I have just pretty much your regular under your sink storage stuff. So I have water bottles to fill up on water whenever I'm somewhere, and I have like soap, laundry detergent, cleaning supplies, all of that. Also, under here I have my propane tank for my tankless water heater, which is supposed to go here. But funny story, remember how I said that my 55-gallon water tank is empty because it's freezing outside? Yeah, that's a lesson I had to learn the hard way. And unfortunately, my water heater was the sacrifice to learn that lesson. I kept the water in it one winter, and then by spring, it was no longer working, and I never even got to use it. I never even got to try it. RIP to her. I'm gonna be getting a new one when summer comes along. So, yeah. This is my bathroom. She's quite humble. Over here is just extra storage where I keep all my supplies, like my peat moss for the toilet, toilet paper, vinegar, wipes, all of that. What I will say about the composting toilet, if you're thinking about doing a bus conversion, in the process of doing a bus conversion, van conversion, whatever it is, you do not need that Nature's Head composting toilet. I'm gonna tell you that right now. I mean, disclaimer, I've never tried it, but that toilet is $1,000, okay? I built this toilet for maybe $100. You just need a urine diverter and you need the toilet seat, and it functions the exact same. It separates the pee from the poop. You put like the composting material into the poop area. I have a 2-gallon water jug as my pee like catcher. I have the poop going into like a storage container lined with a trash bag, and I put peat moss in there, and it functions the exact same way. So if you're willing to put in a little extra work, you can save a lot of money. And truly, it does not smell. The pee kind of smells, but you can neutralize that with the vinegar. And because it's only 2 gallons, like it fills up pretty quickly, so it doesn't like linger and stink in there. Poop, as long as you cover that with the peat moss or whatever compostable material you're using, that does not smell. So build your own composting toilet, save yourself $900. That's my PSA. So this is my couch, and honestly it might be one of my favorite parts of my bus, because I've seen the couch that pulls out and lifts up, and maybe pulls out and lifts up in 2 separate pieces, but I've never seen it done in 3 separate pieces. And that is what's unique about my couch. It's basically a sectional, and I find that it helps with like accessing whatever is underneath. If it was 1 piece, that would be insanely heavy. So 3 pieces makes it manageable, and I'm gonna show you all the like little sectional combinations I have. So we got the pull-out couch here. We got one of these right here. If I'm feeling crazy, we can even do one of these. So my couch has 5-inch memory foam mattress, which is very comfortable. And I got this beautiful fabric from Suavelle. They gifted it to me, so shout out to them. Underneath my couch is my diesel heater. Ooh. Underneath my couch is my diesel heater. Right here, I have my Lagoon mount tabletop, but I kind of barely use that. And I have a little bit of extra storage over here that I don't know what to put there yet, and I haven't had use for it. So above my couch, I just have some open face storage. This is just like my tech area, so I'm gonna get some baskets because it just doesn't look pretty at all. but I have like all my wires, chargers, camera equipment, all of that stuff. Here I have some blankets and towels. This basket is where I keep all my art supplies and my sparklers, because you know I gotta keep that thing on me. Over here is where I keep the books that are like half read and my journals. And then that brings us to my bed. But first, so right here is my closet. Not too big, it's only 18 inches wide, but it so far has been doing a good job of holding all the clothes that I'm wearing right now. So up here I have some nice hanging space for all my, you know, hangable items. This side I keep my pajamas. I have like underwear and stuff in here. I have like shirts and stuff, and it's very, very deep, if you can tell. Like the baskets go all the way back. So far so good. And now for my bedroom. I am a sleepy girl, so part of the reason I got a bus was so I could have a full-size bed. But first, underneath my bed right now is where I keep my diesel heater tank, sleeping bag, battery jump starter. But really, very soon, I plan on getting a dog, and this is where my dog is going to sleep. Low-key, I want a cat too, but I'm gonna start just with a dog, and it's built quite big because my dog is gonna be sleeping like the queen she is. Up here above my bed is just more storage. I have like notebooks and stuff. This is where I keep all my jewelry and Q-tips, just like beauty supplies and makeup and all of that. Remember how I said all the electrical stuff was accessible from the inside? Yeah. So we have inverter charger, battery, even have the breaker box for all the fuses and stuff for the 120 volt. This is where I keep the Reflectix that goes like all along this window during the day. Behind that little black thing that you can see, that's my solar charge controller. And over here is my laundry, which is full to the brim. I need to do laundry bad, y'all. Don't judge me. Over here is where I keep my makeup, another little mirror for when I'm getting ready. And then on this side, I just have like cute little things that are meaningful to me. So I have a moon salt lamp, two of my favorite rocks, and little mementos from life. Oh, and how could I forget? This beautiful picture of me that my best friend made. And unfortunately, I didn't care for it well, so it's not doing too hot, but it's still gorgeous. Anyway, imperfect. This is my bus, y'all. That's the bus tour, y'all. Thank you so much for watching, because it feels insane to like finally be in this place after so many years of blood and sweat and tears. Like, it feels crazy to be here and say that I'm done and like be able to showcase that to other people. So thank you for watching, truly. If you like this video, please hit the like button and please subscribe. I will love you forever if you do. I've been documenting everything. I'm in Canada right now. What the heck am I doing in Canada? Subscribe and I'll see you next week.